What's going on, everybody? This is Jeff with AltCoin Buzz. We're going to talk about the current sell-off that has occurred and the market conditions as we see it right now. There's two things that are kind of pressing line items to talk about this, but number one thing is Binance. So what's going on with Binance? There was some fear, uncertainty, and doubt that was being spread on Twitter and other social platforms, Reddit and whatnot, about Binance being hacked. And here's the official word from CZ. He's not giving away free crypto. He said, let's see what he's been saying. So if you need to know what's going on with Binance, follow him. He's the CEO of Binance. All funds are safe. There were irregularities in trading activity. Automatic alarms triggered. Some accounts may have been compromised by phishing from before. We are still investigating. All funds are safe. So let's go ahead and like that. He said, we have localized the irregular trades. They will be reversed. All funds are safe. Thanks to the false fast alarm. Please learn to secure your accounts against phishing. Here he's talking about a user's history. Can you see the two dots under the domain name? Phishing websites that redirects to the real website after login. Additionally, after you log in once, it does not let you access the phishing site again. Will auto redirect you to Binance even after logging out. So you can see he's showing you the screenshot of where this incident occurred. And even if you go to the Binance website, they're retweeting, or the page, they're retweeting him. CZ. So apparently all funds are safe, but along the same time this happened, there was this sell-off that you can see on this big red candle where it went from 10,006 down to 9,009, all the way down to 96. Kind of picked back up and back down again. So between that news, which apparently this appears to be the case, people got really concerned with the Binance situation, and that sell-off happened. So this just goes to show you that the exchanges are vulnerable to market. The market's vulnerable to the exchange's activity, and a big exchange like Binance, people get concerned because they hold a lot of cryptocurrency on those wallets on the exchanges. Now, also another line item that's kind of potentially affecting the news, which could or could not be, and I'm not here to do anything other than just report about what is being said. A decade from now, Bitcoin is more than likely to be $100 than 100,000, Harvard economist says. So why would he say something like that, right? That's kind of a tough comment to make. I think Bitcoin will be worth a tiny fraction of what it is now if we're headed out 10 years from now. I would see $100 as being a lot more likely than $100,000 10 years from now, Rogoff told CNBC's Squawk Box. So is this affecting the market? We do not know how much of an impact this is having, but this is posted yesterday or a couple days ago, so it's not exactly new news, but maybe this coupled with the Binance activity could be what's driving the price down so hard. On AltCoin Buzz, we said, we said the big question here is, do you have the poison patience to ride this thing out? 78% of you said yes. So this was me, Blockchain Jay, at the in San Diego. I saw this a couple times. Bitcoin accepted here, so there's definitely places. This was a car dealership right in the heart of downtown San Diego. So that's a Maserati. They had exotic cars in there, and they accepted Bitcoin. I just thought I should show you that because it just shows you that there is people in the commercial sector that are accepting Bitcoin at high levels. Buying an automobile like a Maserati could cost a pretty penny. So overall, if we look at the market, you can see this dump here. It's just pretty silly. Pretty silly to see that massive sell-off from the Binance news, but we'll see what happens with the market if there's going to be a recovery. There's 41% Bitcoin dominance. The rest of the altcoins are also taking a pounding alongside Bitcoin. I mean, Cardano is still taking a pounding pretty hard right here, 14% over the last 24 hours. So, Ethereum Classic still peeling back. It's just a lot. This Binance thing, I'm thinking, is what's causing it, and that was a massive hit towards our market. But anyways, I just wanted to put this out because I know a lot of you guys are curious what could be driving this. As of right now, it just appears like it's the Binance situation. I mean, we're under a $400 billion market cap here, so that's pretty big. And the thing to keep in mind is there's still a lot of irrational exuberance in the market that has to be cleared out. It's not. What I mean by that is there's still some consolidating that has to take place with this market. It appears in order for it to be able to kind of bottom out and then move up. Which me personally, I feel as though I'm confident that it will at some point. I don't know when. I can't tell you exactly when. And this isn't professional financial advice, but that's just my opinion about. I think this market still has a lot of room to grow. The thing that I am concerned about is some of these altcoin projects as to when Bitcoin starts to move. How many of these altcoin projects will eventually move up again, and how many will kind of fade off like stars? Will they all recover? I mean, that's the thing. They all move alongside Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes down, then the altcoins go down. If Bitcoin goes up, then the altcoins kind of start to, it's not exactly simultaneous with the percentages, but they do kind of correspond together. And I still think that Bitcoin's got to move fast and hard at some point. Over the span of a month, it'll move pretty hard, and then at some point that Bitcoin profit will pour over into altcoins. At least that's what we've seen in the past. So Bitcoin dominance should, in my opinion, go up. As it goes up, Bitcoin will bring in new investors, and then that sell-off will happen into altcoins. So if you're new here, subscribe to this channel. And also click the bell to get notified when videos like this drop. And you can also follow us on Twitter at AltCoinBuzzIO. We'll see you next time.